player, I am loading the equipment overview.
Hey everybody, it's TK1138, and thank you for joining me today for a blaster review. Now the blaster I'm reviewing today is a commission blaster for Brandon and Thomas. They commissioned me to start this build back at the end of July and have been wonderfully patient with me with all the stuff going on with Atomic and SCNC, and I'm just about done with this project. Seems a little odd that I'm reviewing a blaster before completing it, but I'll touch on that. Now, at the end of, or a couple months ago before End War, I reviewed a couple commission blasters I just finished wrapping up. One of those was a Flash Inspired Raven done with metallic paints. That was a really tricky project. That paint is no joke. And a lot of people commented that it was a little bit more Iron Man than Flash because of the metallic choices, but I still stand by it and I had a lot of fun. I think it came out great. But I got to touch on the Flash subject again on this build, and that was a lot of fun. Now, before I show you this project was based off of a real steel kit. I'm not going to pretend to know which one it is. I don't really know firearms all that well, so I'm not going to just go like, oh, that's a whatever. No idea. But it was really fun because I got to do this project, put a really colorful comic-inspired theme on it, and it was a lot of fun. So this is the Flash Inspired Stryfe. Now, it does have a nice long body kit, and it does feature the bright reds and yellows that you would associate with the Flash. That said, this was way out of my comfort zone. Those black and white blasters aren't just because I like the Stormtrooper aesthetic, guys. I am terribly colorblind. So I had a lot of help from my wife and some friends about making sure I got the colors right. Thank you, everybody. And I feel like this one came out pretty good. So it was a lot of fun taking a real steel kit and kind of putting some real comic vibes on there. Very little black, just with the grips, because anybody who's painted a blaster, light colored grips look ugly quickly. So this was really fun. It does have some nice internals in it, featuring a 42mm Morpheus cage from OFP, as well as a Hooligan fly-ass wheels and some Fang revamped motors. So this thing's averaging about 128, 129 FPS, because it does have a lot of barrel to overcome, but I think it's a really solid blaster for that End War style level and just good for general play. It does come with not one, but 4 matching magazines to go with it, as well as a drum. It was a lot of fun and a very interesting project, way out of my wheelhouse. And if you're not growing, what are you doing? So now I can add this to my repertoire, and it was a lot of fun. Again, thank you guys very much for commissioning me on this one, and I'm glad to get this one in the mail to you before the end of the week so you guys can have it for your war. Now, I did say this project wasn't quite complete. The blaster's complete, the drum and mags are complete, but they commissioned it with a sidearm as well. Now, I don't really know much about the Flash comics. I actually didn't read many comics at all except Dark Horse Star Wars comic, because I'm a nerd. But, yeah. So apparently, the Flash, one of the, I don't even know, is he a villain? Revenge Flash, Reverse Flash, something like that. I should probably Google that so I know what I'm talking about. But we got to do a sidearm based off of that. Now, it is not quite complete. I've been having some issues with the 3D printed rotator mech for the 7-dart cylinder, so I'm working on getting another one printed, and then this will be following its brother out the door. So I'm really looking forward to getting both of these done and just working with some really new colors. So thanks again for this commission. I do want to quickly jump subjects real quick just because I like to put a little bit of more content into one of my reviews. I actually also wanted to bring to light something that's not my doing at all, but the work of another creator, and that is Ben Anderson of Foamcast Radio. Now, if those of you who aren't familiar with Foamcast Radio, it is a new podcast regarding foam sports, Nerf, all of that sort of stuff that started up, I'm guessing, a couple of months ago. I know he's got like 23 episodes, and he puts out content every week, and I love that. I love having constantly new stuff. It means it's a lot more relevant because as new things come out, he's covering it. We've seen stuff from various clubs and organizations like Women of Nerf, or content creators or producers, people making products. Project FDL's been on there. And as you notice, I've got my Atomic jersey on because the Atomic Dart League will also be on Foamcast Radio this coming Thursday. Well, I guess today is the 8th of October, so later this week, I guess if you're watching afterwards, you can go back and find it. I definitely recommend checking him out. I know he's on Instagram at Foamcast Radio, Facebook. Basically, if there's a social media outlet, he seems to be on it. And I listen to him on Spotify, and it's just really cool. He's got a lot of sponsors from within the community and from outside the community, and I actually wanted to touch on one of those as well. I listened to one of his episodes, I guess it was an August episode, and he was talking about how they were sponsored by a company called Flux, which does sunglasses. Now these are like safety glasses in a way, like they're shatter resistant and polarized and everything, and so I got these in the mail today, and I've been running around outside like a crazy person, really enjoying these glasses. And guys, these were like 20 bucks. But not just that, I actually got them for a little bit cheaper because Foamcast Radio, being sponsored by them, has for a limited time a promo code if you want to get some as well. Go to his Facebook. I know he's got a website, which I'll post right here, and you should definitely check him out, not just for the glasses or the promo codes for various other merchandise that comes up from time to time, but also to keep up on relative and recent content in our hobby. And it's been really cool. Like it's nice to have a new podcast to listen to every week. So definitely go check him out. And again, I will post all of his information in the description and some links and all sorts of stuff. So please go check it out. Support an up-and-coming content creator who's doing some really good stuff. I want to make sure that he has that motivation to keep doing this every week, because I know I look forward to Thursdays to listening to his show. But speaking of his show, and now speaking of my show, this is the end of it. This is a Stryfe I built. These are some really cool sunglasses. And this has been TK1138. Nerf well, my friends.